be coming on live to share all the good value I can give you guys before 2025. I want you guys to win. And guess what? Because we are live, and this is not a pre-recorded video, I wrote some notes here because I want to share with you guys why 90% of people who get into tax overages and unclaimed funds, I want to share why they fail. Sometimes I don't go into enough detail. So in this video right here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to share exactly what the others are not going to tell you. And I'm talking about the others who are winning. I'm talking about the others who are actually making money in this industry and why you are trying to figure out, why can't I close a deal? And if you're just beginning and you're thinking about getting into this, you need to watch this video to the end, because the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is going to completely change the game no matter what business you decide you're going to get into. Now, why do most people fail when they get into tax overages and tax surplus? Well, I got here number one, it's the lack of preparation. So what do I mean by that? When we get all the details, most people want to do when I coach them, I ask them to show me their routine. They find the information, they find the people that are looking for through skip tracing, and then they start making phone calls. And I'm thinking like, whoa, what are you doing? And they're like, well, I can't call 100 people a day. If I'm spending too much time on one person, I just find out how much money is owed to them, where the money's at, and then I call them. And I tell them all the time, like, this is not going to work. That's a very, very poor business model, because number one, you're calling these people out the blue. And if you're not coming to them and completely prepared on what you're going to share with them and what details that they need to know, like, and trust you, why in the heck would they want to do business with you in the first place? So lack of preparation right there is going to kill any deal that you're trying to get into. Now let's get into the second one. I put fear of rejection. Now let's think about it. If you guys made a few phone calls, if you've ever done cold calls before, I used to go door to door selling knives for a business when I was younger. And man, I used to hate it. I hated it because I was defeated before I even walked in to that business where I was trying to sell knives to. I don't know what I was doing selling kitchen knives in the first place, but I was doing it. And I was defeated. I was like, oh, they're going to say no. They're going to think it's stupid. They're not going to want it. And pretty much it killed my drive. It killed my forward movement going forward. So my fear of rejection, it killed when I was getting on the phone with people, like making phone calls, and it's doing the same to you. You have got to be okay with rejection. You have got to understand you are bringing value to somebody's life. This is money that is owed to them, and they don't know about it, and they need help. They might be older. They might be unaware, stressed, anxious. There's so many ways why people are going through foreclosures, right? When we're talking about tax surplus now. When we're talking about tax surplus, people lose homes because of divorce. Maybe there's a death. Maybe you lost a job. The last thing that they want to do is go through some more legal documentation. They just want to move on with their life. But then here you come, their hero, the unsung hero that they didn't even know about, and you are helping them recoup funds that is rightfully theirs. So don't be afraid to help people and change their life. Let's go to number three. Number three right there is your lack of knowledge of state laws. Now, this is one of the number one reasons. If you guys have ever got my digital course, you guys know I foot stomp this throughout the course. Do not bounce around from state to state to state. If you decide you are going to abandon a state, then just be done with it. There's enough people in one state to keep you busy for years to come. Because guess what? People are going to keep getting added to that list. So why are you going from the East Coast to the West Coast, down south to the Central America? Stop. Focus. Know the laws and then work with those people. And if it's just not good enough for you, if the laws are too complicated or the process is too daunting, then say, you know what? I'm packing my bags. I'm going to try another state. Now, I get it. In the beginning, you're probably going to try and test around and see what you like. But the law is the law. It's not going to change. Read the laws for that particular state. And if you guys are in my mentorship group, I've already posted the Excel spreadsheet where you can get access to all 50 states. If you guys want to join my mentorship group, please check for the link in the description somewhere around here. Join the group. The links are all there. Just find out the laws and then get the business. Okay. So let's go to number 4. You have poor communication skills. Let's face it. Some of us don't practice. We get a script and then we start calling. You never practice. You don't call, like, you don't ask like your spouse or your friend or your coworker, like, hey, I got this thing, I want to practice with you. I want you to give me honest feedback on how it is. And then call them. See if they can dedicate an hour to just working with you, and you just keep calling and calling them. That's exactly what I did my wife. I must have called her like 22 times, right? My wife was like, it got to the point to where she knew exactly what I was going to say. But I told her, I I cannot call these strangers and not be prepared. I want to make sure I got all my stuff together. And my wife actually had money owed to her, so it was pretty cool. It was state funds, but nonetheless, she had money. So I was just kind of going through the motions, explaining to her who owed her money, how much money it was, why that I needed to help her. And I told her, like, hey, look, this is the window that we're working with. Now I can get us that money within this window, or you can do it yourself. Which works best for you? If I do it for you, there's nothing for you to do. I will do all the work. All I need is your permission. Okay? Because you want to get to the first easy yes. If you get the first easy yes, then you move to the next yes. And again, I outline this in my course, in my videos here on YouTube for free. You guys just access what I've given you guys, okay? What's the next thing? Okay, you're chasing the wrong leads. Someone tell me in the comments, what is the wrong lead? Maybe it's an unmotivated individual. Maybe this is like a relative that passed away and they don't want nothing to do with them. Why are you spending your time and energy chasing them, trying to get them to do something? Or in my personal case, I'm not going to chase someone if there's multiple owners for the money that's owed. Meaning maybe it's like a ex-husband and ex-wife and whoever else, maybe there's multiple owners. I don't want to deal with it. That, to me, that just sounds like a lot of work and a lot of stress, and maybe an attorney needs to get involved. I don't work with attorneys, y'all. I know a lot of people make videos and they talk about they got these great relationships with attorneys. From my personal experience, it's never fun. Either they're just getting paid for putting their name on something and submitting documents, or they're trying to like kind of take over. And I didn't like dealing with them. I like getting paid off of deals that I get done with me and my team. I'm not trying to deal with them. All right, what's next? Overcomplicating the business. Some of you all are overthinking the process. That means you guys are just so fixated on having the perfect website and the perfect this and the perfect business cards and the perfect. Look, calm down. You just need to have a cell phone, internet connection, and the will to keep going forward. That's it. So please understand, in the beginning, it's not going to be perfect. You're going to take imperfect action and you're going to make money, and you're going to make money fast. But you got to understand, you don't want to complicate your business. If it's complicated for you, it's going to be complicated for your client. Now, what's the next one? Giving up too soon. Oh my God. There's no business model that I can think of that my wife and I have ever started that was easy. I'm standing here in my wellness center. We own a wellness clinic, right? We own some other businesses that we're very proud of. And Unclaimed Funds is like my passion business. And I love coaching people. Like I have so many responsibilities, and I'm a full-time dad and father and all kinds of stuff. Like you can only do so many things at once. So when a lot of people say, hey, Joe, why aren't you doing Unclaimed Funds full-time? Well, guys, I got 3 other businesses I run. I just like helping people. And I got into coaching because I wish the things that I teach people, I wish was taught to me when I hired coaches. The coaches that I hired, I'm sorry, they fell so short. And I wish that I knew then what I know now. So that's my whole goal in life. When someone works with me, I tell people like, look, we're going to make this run like a real business. If this is a side hustle, then go sign up for Uber. I'm not your coach. If this is something that you're just going to do on the weekends, I'm not your coach. I'm here to change your life. I'm here to get you out of your 9-to-5 job. And if you're not going to take it serious, I'm not going to give you my time and energy. I don't care how much money you throw at me. It's like, it's not fun for me. I do this because I enjoy it. I don't do it because I have to. This is something that's a passion of mine, because I know what we do, we change lives, you guys. Okay, let's get to the next one. Okay, so we talked about, people who give up too soon. That it just means that, like, before you see success, you just quit. It's hard, I get it, but you can't give up. Maybe what you really need is you need a coach, which brings me to number 8, lack of mentorship. Like there, I'm going to give you guys a bonus one, but lack of mentorship. You're quitting. You think it's too hard because you didn't take the time to even invest in learning how to do the business. I mean, you go to school to learn certain things. You wouldn't go to school to be a nurse, right? I mean, you wouldn't go to just become a nurse without going to school first. You wouldn't start selling homes as a real estate agent without going to some kind of training. So why wouldn't you do the same thing for this business? I wouldn't open up a hot dog restaurant without going to some school, understanding how to run a restaurant. So why would you not get yourself a course on how to learn this or hire mentorship, like someone to tutor you to help you be successful? Like that's my question I ask out loud for people who are watching this and you're thinking about going. If you think you're just gonna watch a few YouTube videos and be successful, more power to you. That's not how I would do it. I spent a lot of money figuring it out. I hired multiple coaches. I bought multiple programs. I put in the work. I put in the work. I became successful at it. And I told myself, this is BS. This is such an amazing industry and nobody's teaching it right. So I decided, you know what? If I'm going to put something out there, I'm going to make sure I teach people the right way on how to be successful so they're not burning out before they even see success. Now, the last thing, I'm going to throw this bonus out there for you guys. Get involved and get embedded with AI. If you use AI, your business will thrive 1,000 times faster and more efficient than if you try to figure it out on your own. The AI is like the personal assistant that you never knew you needed. It will help you with your writing. It will help you understand the laws. It will help you understand so many different ways to get your business to get structured appropriately. And it'll help you make more money if you use AI the right way. I've updated my personal course that I created for unclaimed funds. I updated an entire section dedicated to AI. And I'm actually, this month, I'm adding even more because there's even more useful AI tools that are available beyond ChatGPT. There's even more tools that are out there that are helping me crush the game. And you should be doing the same thing as a business owner. And again, this can be for any industry. I don't care if you're selling ebooks, you got an Etsy shop, you're a Pinterest master, it doesn't matter. AI is going to change your life. And if you use it the right way and you learn how to use the prompts and you learn how to use the tools, you will be super successful. All right, guys, that's my time today. I put some helpful links. If you guys want my free training, you want to connect with me and talk about possibly getting coaching, or if you just need help getting funding for grants so you can fund your business, the links are in the description. Click the links, do what you got to do. But most importantly, just like and subscribe. These videos I make are free. I'm going live every day this month because my wife, she challenged me and I told her I'm going to make it happen. So you guys, I hope you're enjoying these videos. Let me know in the comments what you would like for me to make. I can't think of everything. So if you guys know what you want to see, I'll make the video. Till next time, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.